Good morning, Saturday, 23rd of September. Beautiful day outside. Fridges are gone. I've moved those outside into the shed where they're going to stay for now. And next, I'm going to be moving all these pots and that workbench into the shed. So today is going to be a day of dismantling, moving, shifting, with a view to getting this floor cleaned, swept, degreased, and recoated, so that all the brewery stuff can come back in and go along this wall here. So everything's going to be mounted off the floor. As I said before, there'll be no benches. I will try to see if I can get these things possibly onto some kind of movable dolly so I can wheel everything out. It'll be easier to clean the floor that way, but we'll see how that goes. So I'm going to crack on. We'll come back to this a bit later and we'll see how we get on. Bye bye for now. Update on where we've got to so far then. Fridge is gone, worktop gone, brewery kit gone. That floor's now ready to have a bit of prep before it gets painted. So I'll paint probably 2/3 of it across, and then I'll move all this stuff across and I'll paint the remaining bit. Hopefully I'll get that done before I need to move things back in. I'm also going to give the garage door a bit of a paint. It's looking a bit tatty. I'll get a coat of white and I'll touch up around the wall where the worktop used to be, and that'll get cleaned up. So I'll just show you where the old brew kit's gone. Excuse this being a bit shaky, but you're not on the gimbal. So everything's been moved in here. So brew kit over there, 200 litre kits at the bottom, 100 litre kit, bright tank on the top, bike storage obviously, and there are the fridges and other various brewing bits and pieces. So tomorrow's job, I'm going to have a cold beer now because I'm absolutely knackered. Tomorrow's job is going to be sorting the floor out in the garage and getting that ready for moving things back in at the end of the week. See you in a bit. Welcome back. Quick update to where we're at. It's been a busy couple of days. So the floor in here has been cleaned, mopped, degreased, prepped and repainted twice. It's going to need another couple of days to cure, harden off. It's okay to walk on at the moment, but I can't really move anything too heavy in here or drag anything across the floor. It's going to need that little bit of extra time to harden up. Gonna finish off around the edges around here with some PVC skirting at some point, just so that I don't get any ingress of water down into the cracks that are down there. But I don't expect there to be too much. All the walls have been cleaned, prepped and painted. Over there you can see the water filter. That's probably going to get moved onto this central column here, because I've got a cold water feed just above it. So I'm going to move that into a more central location. And as I think I mentioned before, I'm going to change that to an RO system. Not quite sure where I'm going to send the water to, the wastewater. I need to have a think about that. Chances are I might put some kind of container outside, maybe an IBC or something. We'll see how I get on with that. The brew kit is currently over there, stored in the shed. It's a bit packed in there at the moment, but most of that will get moved back in here. And I think, as I mentioned, we're going to do the HLT in this corner. That's the one sitting up there that you can see. That's a 400 litre. And then we'll have the mash tun, kettle, and then a line of fermenters going down towards the door. Each one will have its dedicated maxi chiller, and then just in this space here where the sink is, I think that's where the bright tank's going to be. Get some kind of platform to put that on. So there's not much more I can do in here. I've got some electric work to do. I'm trying to debate what's going to happen. More than likely all the control panels are going to go on this wall here, and I'll run some electrical tray along that back wall so I can feed the elements to the kettle. The HLT will probably come from a control box, which I think I showed earlier, which is going to be on this wall here. And then I've got to run an armoured cable from outside into the garage, into a services box just at the end over here, and then we'll either run the cable down this wall or we'll run it across the top of the garage door and down this wall. Maybe even suspend a tray from the ceiling and do it there. I'll see what the electrician says. Some of that work I'll do myself, certainly putting the boxes and the trays in here and the cables and things I'll do myself, and we'll see where we get to with that. Oh, hang on a sec, I've just got a call coming in. Just bear with me a second.
Już, little bit too low już. Bye.